Who are you? Let me out of here. I'm an American soldier, damn it.
Don't worry. We're not going to kill you. Hurt you, maybe. But kill you? Not in the plans.
And what exactly is the plan? Because by the look of those Halloween masks, you're not here to help.
You don't like the mask? I thought it looked pretty ominous. Oh, where are my manners? This is your new house sitter. He needs no name, but you can call me Rye.
What do you want from me? I have no money for ransom, and the United States government doesn't negotiate with terrorists.
Terrorists? What makes you think we're terrorists? I assure you, Mr. Ray, we are not terrorists.
You know my name, which means you took my credentials, which means by the time I check my pockets, everything else is gone too, right?
Good estimate?
What about the rest of my crew?
Just you, Mr. Ray.
I just don't get it. Why do we need our troops over there in the first place? It's their country, their mess. Let them clean it up. I mean, 7 years of babysitting is enough time.
First of all, let me just say I served in the National Guard for 5 years, and the thing troops hate to hear the most is when someone says, I don't agree as to why we are over there in the first place.
Fair enough, and let me set it straight. I give these brave men and women all the respect in the world. All I am saying is that every time some foreign nation starts having issues within itself, we always have to be the ones to try and fix it. I mean, it's not like these countries ask for our help.
It's called being civil. Look, we have the most powerful military in the world, right? So if we have the tools and capabilities to help, why shouldn't we?
For starters, it's not our fight. We send our friends, our neighbors, and our families over there to try and straighten things out, and it never works in the end. Sure, it may start as a peace mission, but things always turn for the worse. Always. They're told they're going over to simply keep the peace.
That's exactly what it is. Trying to stabilize the situation before it becomes a major issue. No one is sent over there to create problems.
Well, problems are created when they start having militia attack us.
Well, we did come into their home.
Anyway, caller number 1, you're on the air.
How do you like it? That well, huh?
Why are you doing this to me?
Why? Because I was once a very humble man. I had a wife, 2 boys, a good job, a house. Then you all come over here and start causing trouble.
Trouble? Trouble? It's because of people like you that we were sent here in the first...
Speak out of line one more time, I'll blow your head clean off. Yes, we had our problems. But that does not give you all the right to come over here and start giving us orders.
We were sent here to try and keep the peace.
You were sent here to rub salt in our wounds. Speaking of wounds, how's yours? Looks like it might be infected.
I don't get this. You're American. You're supposed to fight for...
American? No. Not anymore. You see, Mr. Ray, I wasn't always the man I am today. I was once a soldier. I followed orders. Even if I disagreed with them, I followed orders. I told myself that no matter how much I loathed what I was told to do, I would do it, because I believed that the people above me knew what they were doing, that they considered every factor and always made the best decisions. It took me 3 years to understand how hypocritical and irrational they were, and that they were just as scared to carry out their orders as I was. So I quit. Came over here to start a new life. Sure, the government here wasn't perfect, but they didn't tell me what to do. And then you all came over here and took away any chance we had at a new life. And forced us into militia. I've lost many family and friends because of your orders.
What?
It's not poison.
I'm never getting out of here.
So should we talk about a date? Or
I'm thinking we should do it when I get back.
really? How soon? Like a couple months, couple weeks?
Well, I don't want to do it the next day, but I don't want to wait 3 months either. Listen, I'll only be gone a year this time around. Plus, you know what I like, and I trust your instincts on the bigger decisions.
I do have good style. Just promise me you'll be safe.
Hey, I survived the first time, didn't I?
Evan.
Okay, I promise I'll stay safe.
And promise me that you will call every chance you can.
Alright, I promise that too.
And promise me that you will only think of me when you get lonely.
Not sure I can promise that.
Dick!
Hey, maybe you'll make the cut.
Oh, shut up.
What the hell's going on?
Calm down, Evan. I'm impressed.
Impressed. Where am I?
You're in the United States Foreign Offices. My name is Agent Dimmer. I work for the government. Public relations.
I don't understand.
You were brought here to help us.
To help you. Please, what's going
A
on?
little confusion is completely normal, even expected.
I'm not understanding any of this.
I head a department called Captive Awareness Lucrative Marketing, or C.A.L.M, as they call it.
But yourself.
That's just standard procedure. Although the mask really was my idea. It's pretty cool, huh? Okay, here's the deal. This branch of the government stages and carries out seizures to create awareness for actual abductions that might take place in the future involving American citizens.
So, your operation, it kidnaps people.
Seize.
It kidnaps people to raise awareness about other kidnappings that you didn't plan?
Bingo.
None of this makes any sense.
Evan, have you ever heard the story of Carly Simmons, a little 8-year-old girl down in Tucson, Arizona? She was just your average 8-year-old. She loved music, birthday parties, rollerblading. And then one day, she and her family went swimming at the neighborhood pool. Everything was fine until her parents couldn't find her. They looked all over. She was nowhere to be found. So they had the security look at the surveillance video, and they saw that she'd been kidnapped. Some stranger walked right up to her and took her away. With all the people who were at the pool that day, you would have thought somebody would have said something, but nobody said a goddamn word. At first, it was a big story. People were coming in from all over the country, organizing search parties, covered several hundred square miles looking for that little girl. But a few months came and went, no leads, and people just forgot about it. They gave up, went back to their lives. Then, 6 months after she disappeared, a guy called the police department down in Phoenix. Said he had found something by the road. Turned out that it was Carly Simmons, or at least most of her. She'd been sexually abused. Her head was shaved, a couple of fingers were missing, and she had little burns all over her body, probably from a cigarette. All that time people spent looking for her, and there she was lying in a ditch on the side of the road in Phoenix. My point is that people have short attention spans. You know, stories like this, stories like hers, they get into the news, but pretty soon they get buried by other stories. And then they're forgotten about. So we take it upon ourselves to create situations, make sure they get in the news, and make sure they stay there for a long time. And by choosing subjects that the public deems worthy, it helps us to sustain a lengthened and strengthened front. Would you like a mint?
This is wrong. You can't just kidnap people and hope it makes more people care about similar kinds of situations.
Actually, we can, and we have the statistics that prove the value of the system.
It's barbaric and it's insane. It's illegal.
Evan, this is the United States government that we're talking about. Nothing is illegal.
And when you say worthy,
Children, your occasional Joe, and in your case, the soldier. People love a war hero.
you people kidnap children.
Relax. Nobody gets killed or even injured.
Well, what about the gash on my abdomen?
Well, we had to make it look real.
And so what? You just expect everyone you release back into the real world to stay quiet about all this?
No, they never find out about it. They're simply released in a safe but controlled manner. Everything goes back to normal. The kids know not to talk to strangers anymore, and the public is much better tuned for when something like this really does happen. It's a win-win.
Yeah, except for all the psychological torture you put people through.
It's nothing that a little therapy won't take care of.
And I'm the first person outside of your operation to actually learn about it.
Yes, you are, and that puts us in a very interesting predicament. This is unprecedented, and I'm sure you understand we can't allow you to walk out of here and tell anyone about this.
Sir, I'm a United States soldier. You can trust me with your information. Please, no one would believe this anyway.
Well, we had a protocol that was in place in the event that something like this happened, and I'm afraid that does not bode well for you.
Sir, look, just let me go. I swear I'll stay quiet about it, please. Just let me go.
Well, given your standing with the government, I think we might be able to work out a plan of action for reanimation. So let me say, things look good for you.
Thank you. I swear, our conversation, it never leaves this room.
I know, Mr. Ray.
Many people think that the best way to escape war is to dwell upon its horrors. Generation. They flaunt the grisly photographs. They fill their ears with tales of carnage. They dilate upon the ineptitude of generals and admirals.